commentary. Oh shit, we got some hockey up in this motherfucker. Damn, I haven't gotten a hockey game this entire time. And he's taking the Rangers. Now, I don't know if you're taking the Rangers because you actually like the Rangers, or if you're just like sucking up because you know that I'm from New York City and shit like that. But anyway, Bit by commentary number 182. The Rusted Star has sent obviously in some hockey, and I'm gonna assume this is NHL 13 because obviously I got this video a while ago and NHL 14 wasn't out. It was obviously released recently. It was released well after I got this motherfucker. Actually, I had a chance to preview that sumbitch. And you know what sucks, man? Now that I'm realizing this, I'm only gonna have 10 minutes to rant about hockey. So let's see how much of this rant I can get in this motherfucker, because hockey desperately needs a rant, especially this fucking game. Anyway, man, getting into this joint. Now I just mentioned, damn, you score right off the bat. It's like you don't even ease into the butt sex. You just get right into that shit. Now, anyway, there was a nice little goal by Ryan Callahan. But anyway, I was on a power play too. But like I was saying, man, I actually got to do the early preview of NHL 14. And let me just tell you this right now. I was highly disappointed with that shit. Highly disappointed with that motherfucker. And a big reason why I'm disappointed is mainly because, you know, I used to play a lot of hockey. Not a lot of hockey, but I used to play the hockey games back in the day and shit like that. Now, I'll say this, man. Hockey is fun to play, but my God, man, is it horrible to fucking watch. It's not that it's a bad game. We'll get into the rant in a second, man. But let me just talk about the video game shit for a minute. But anyway, when I was playing NHL 14, man, I gotta say this. The enemy AI, no tripping call? You just like tripped that motherfucker on his ass and then he called shit. But anyway, like I was saying, man, the AI in this shit is so horrible. Specifically the team AI. Oh my God, I can't begin to tell you how many times they would go back on defense and they would skate behind the goalie for no fucking reason. I mean, I'm talking just completely skate themselves out of the play. Give the computer an easy one-time goal, easy slap shots, wrist shots. It was fucking infuriating. And I mean, what pissed me off is obviously I had the Rangers and shit like that. The Rangers are, damn, you got the post on that one. The Rangers are known for blocking tons of shots. They were known for the past 2 years, actually 2 years ago when they made their Stanley Cup run, they got defeated in the conference final. Oh, nice little save there by Lundqvist. But they were known for blocking shots. That was their niche. Their niche was to play some defense and was to drop down and block every single shot. If I'm not mistaken, they were in the tops in the leagues 2 years ago in block shots. This fucking game, the AI was horrible. Every single time they would skate back on defense and then they would go behind the goal like for no fucking reason. Both defensemen, not just one character, but fucking both defensemen would skate behind the goddamn net. And I would just be sitting there like, how the fuck do you expect to play defense in this bullshit, man? Are you serious? You scoring that bullshit? Hey, fuck it, man. That was a cheap little goal right there, but he'll take that shit. No, but that shit was frustrating. The AI for your team was absolutely dreadful. I mean, they just allowed every slap shot, one-timer. Anytime the computer skated into the slot, they just allowed them. There was no defense, no nothing, no poke checks, no nothing, every single time. Yet, when you skated into the offensive zone, the defense surrounded you like fucking bees to honey, man. That shit was pissing me off. Every time I would go in for a shot, I would try a wrist shot, and all of a sudden, did you score? Yeah, you got that shit by you. Now, every time I would go in for a shot on this motherfucker, it was like they would poke check the thing away, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? It was so frustrating that I just couldn't play this fucking game. And the defense was horrible, man. I was winning games like 9-7 and 8-6 and 12-9. Oh God, it was frustrating. I just could not stop them on defense. And the sad shit is, on offense, the same fucking play for the past 20 goddamn years still works. The same fucking play. If you're skating to one side, if you're skating in the slot right here, and if you skate to one, you scored again? Did Girardi get that, or did you tap that motherfucker in? I didn't see that shit. No, but anyway, but like I was saying, if you skate into the slot and the goalie is sliding in one direction, what you want to do is shoot across your body in the opposite direction the goalie's moving. You score almost every single time. Looks like Girardi got the slap shot. He just didn't stop that motherfucker. But it's like, how have they not fixed that shit in 20 fucking years? Now, granted, it's a nice shot. It's hard as hell to pull off in the pros, and if you are able to pull it off, it does work pretty well. But man, you didn't get a penalty right there? I was about to say, I was like, yeah, he's gonna get a triple call. They're gonna get a penalty shot on that motherfucker. No, like, oh my God, that was just horrible. No, like I was saying, man, it was the same shot in the shit. And I've been playing NHL for, I mean, what, it's been out for, I think they just had the 20-year anniversary in that 1994 game mode. I played 1994, but I've been playing this shit for over 20 years. Me and my friends, some of my best memories, well, we used to go back in the day, we used to play this shit, and we had the ultimate setup. This is back in the day when co-op was literally your friend had to come over and used to play together. That was co-op back in the day. Now you just log in online, you play with your friends online, fuck all that bullshit. Back in the day, co-op, friend comes over, they take the second player controller, and you either face each other or you take on the computer. So we used to take on the computer all the time. We had the perfect setup. I would be the center, he would be the wing, and every single time we would just skate down the ice and set up one-timers all day long on the computer. We'd win games like 25-0. We would crush them every single time. He would have like 15 goals, I would have 10 goals, but of my 10 goals, he wouldn't assist shit because he was a greedy motherfucker. So if I wanted 10 goals, I had to get the 10 goals on my own and just not passing the puck. Hey, what are friends for? You know what I'm talking about? No, so that was the way we used to play back in the day. And the last time I had a hockey game, it had to be 10 years ago. I haven't had a hockey game on the new, not the new, well, now they're old. But I haven't had a hockey game on PlayStation 3. My last one was PlayStation 2. So, I mean, we're talking what? NHL 03, 04? I mean, that's how long it's been since I've actually had a hockey game. So when I picked this shit up, man, you know, I was expecting some changes. You're expecting some updates and shit like that, some graphic updates, a couple of mechanic updates and shit like that. But they have all this stick shit, and the fucking stick basically does everything in the fucking game. You know, it's like, oh, left stick passes, left stick shoots, or right stick shoots, right stick passes, left stick pass. Oh man, it was fucking infuriating. It's like, why is all this shit on the stick? I have all these fucking buttons. I have a circle, I have a square, I have a triangle. They don't do shit. I'm like, what the fuck? You have like, how many buttons on the damn PlayStation and Xbox controller? And all they're using is the stick? Come on, man. I mean, granted, I understand, you know, you have the whole stick and the pads are supposed to be meant to, you know, do some crazy shit in hockey and whatnot. But come on, man. You have all this good shit and all these buttons, and you gotta fuck it up with all this stick control crap, man. I couldn't get the hang of that shit. It was frustrating the fuck out of me. How come the left stick was to move, the left stick was to pass, the right stick shoot and all that? Oh man, fuck that bullshit, man. That was pissing me off. I did not like NHL 14. I gotta admit, man, I was very disappointed. After all those years of playing NHL, after all those years of playing with my friend and shit like that, we would just get together, play some co-op, and kick some ass. Then they pull this bullshit. I didn't like it. I do not like that stick shit at all, man. But anyway, how much time I got left? I got 3 minutes to get a rant on. Now, let's see if I can get this rant real quick. If not, somebody's gonna have to send me like NHL 14 or something. But anyway, here's how it works, man. Hockey is not popular in the U.S. And I'm not going to get a full rant off on this motherfucker in 3 minutes, but I'll just say this. Hockey, they consider it all, you know, one of the top 4 sports, you know, the big 4 of U.S. sports and shit like that, although they want to throw in, you know, Major League Soccer and fucking football into that shit. That ain't no fucking major sport. Listen, it is not a major sport. The 3 major sports in the United States are, that right there was frustrated the shit out of me. Fucking rebound and nobody was there to clear the puck and shit like that. No, but here's the thing. Baseball, football, basketball. Those are the 3 big sports, and I'm just going by revenue. I'm not going by popularity. I'm not going by skill. I'm not going by anything other than the amount of money they bring in. Hockey is not popular in the U.S. It certainly takes skill. I'm not sitting here saying this shit doesn't take skill. I mean, you have to fucking ice skate. You have to know how to handle the puck. You gotta know how to do your shit in a fucking hockey, man. Plus, you gotta know how to fight. No, but seriously? They scored again? You up 3-1, motherfucker? Damn. No, but anyway, you know, you have to have skill to play this game. But the problem is, in the U.S. particularly, we don't have a recognizable American star. That's just the reality. This is not nothing, you know, it's a Canadian game. It's owned by Europeans. The Russians are some of the most skilled players in the world. So are the Swedish, the Finnish. Canada obviously has given us the greatest hockey players of all time. It's a fucking foreign sport. There is nothing American about hockey. This is just the reality of shit. It has nothing to do with American sports anymore. That's just a sad reality, man. So all this shit about, yeah, there you go. Now you scored, you took the lead in this motherfucker. No, so the fact is, it is not an American sport, so Americans can't really relate to the shit. You know what I'm talking about? There's no real American star you can think of. Now put it this way: who are the top 3 all-time U.S. scorers in hockey? I want people to think about this, because chances are you're not going to hear of at least one of them. I'll guarantee that. The top scorer, point scorer of all time is Mike Modano. Number 2 is Phil Housley. How many people are going to get that right? And then number 3 is Jeremy Roenick. Those are the top 3 Americans in this motherfucker. So this goes to show you, it is not an American sport. People can't recognize it. We don't have the Gretzkys, the Crosbys, the Yagers, the Federals. We don't have all of that shit. We had Mike Modano. That's it. We had the 1980 Olympics up in this motherfucker. That's all we had in this bitch. We didn't have anything else. On top of that, what did they do? They overexpanded. They threw the game to fucking Florida, Phoenix, Los Angeles. How many of those cities have ever seen fucking snow, let alone ice? The only ice they know about is the ice they put in their drinks when it's fucking hot in the summertime, man. They don't know shit about fucking hockey. It is a cold weather sport, only meant for northern cities, mostly Canadian cities. Meanwhile, we have, what, 7 Canadian teams? That's it. Most of them have to come down here to America to play this motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about, man? So, in any event, I didn't have enough time for a full rant about this bullshit. But if anybody ever feels like sending me another NHL game, by all means, we'll talk about that shit in a future video. You know, we can have like the videos come in and shit like that. So anyway, as always, rate, comment, subscribe, and all that good shit. And like I mentioned, guys, keep going over to the website. Go vote for your top favorite 10 hipfire commentary videos of all time. We're gonna count down the best 10 out of the first 200 of this motherfucker. And since I ran out of time, I'll see you guys in the next video.